Fluffy, come on up, Fluffy. Spooky. Fluffy, come on up. You heading on up here? Sit with us a while. Cleo, settle down. Yeah. Hey there, Fluffy. What you doing today? What's Spooky over there playing with? I saw you over there with him. Yeah, there you are, Fluffy. Yeah, good to see you. Appreciate the head bump. Always. You're looking fine. Oh, you're just so happy to be around. Cleo. Well, it'll take time for Cleo to get used to you, Fluffy. It's just the way it works, don't it? Yep. I don't know what Spooky's doing. He's checking everything out over there. And he's doing fine. It'll be okay, Fluffy. She'll get used to you as much as she can in a little while. Yeah, you're a good kitty. You and Spooky are just big love bugs. Oh, well, hello there, friends and family. So good to see you again. Of course, Fluffy, he's heading off to play with his pal, Spooky, which is heading on up. Yep, he's gonna hide. And Spooky's just easing up. Let's watch this interaction as it unfolds, okay? Spooky. You're not hiding very well, Fluffy Muffin. Fluffy's gonna be nonchalant and act like, you know, he can't be seen by Spooky, or he's not noticing Spooky, just easing on up. You know, it's good to come out here and watch their interactions. And of course, Cleo's not too far away. She's up back behind me. Come here, Spooky. Yeah, we're gonna have to get the mower back out. Boy, it didn't take long. There's my big boy. Up with his papa. And there comes Fluffy. Come on up, Fluffy. Oh, you're just gonna hang out there. Well, y'all, all three of them are up here sort of kind of close to each other. It all takes time. Oh, there you are, friends and family, again. Yeah, like I said, I was just out here sitting in the yard, spending some quality time with the kitty crew, managing personalities, you might say. Making sure, you know, they're sort of kind of all getting along. Because that takes time too, you know, to establish a pecking order. Cleo, of course, is showing her dominance as the queen. Spooky, he's just everybody's love buddy. He's all their big brothers. Yeah, here comes Fluffy again. Oh, he is such a loving kitty. Yes, he is. And we're glad to have him. I don't know where he came from or who threw him out. Of course, he's a drop-off too. If you've been with the channel any length of time, you'll know all the kitties, and sometimes doggies, possums, raccoons, and what have you. Yeah, they're pretty much all throwaways, especially the doggies and the kitties. And we take them in, and some stay, some are rehomed, and some, for whatever reason, go away. Yeah, I want to come out here and enjoy the evening. It's been a very nice day. Oh, partly cloudy, mostly blue sky. Not too hot. It started out cool, 66 degrees. And I think we got up to 76 was the high today. And it's a little bit after 5, sun's getting low. Starting to drop below the tree line to the west. And of course, the mosquitoes may be already out or will be soon. In fact, there was one on the GoPro just then. And that's just a reminder of this time of year in the deep south. Yep, it's mosquito time, along with every other insect you could ever imagine will come out. Fluffy, all he wants is attention. Just rub me, pet me. He's just like Spooky on that. You could spend all day out here. He'll never leave my side. And on the left is Spooky. On the right is Fluffy. And out back somewhere is Cleo, brooding. You know, she's a curmudgeon. Yep. And all Fluffy Muffin wants to do is play. Another reason I came out here today was over the course of this week, I've been seeing a whole lot, and it's been building and building on social media, of course, about the tariffs and the impact thereof on all of us. And yeah, there's going to be an impact, and I already know what the tariffs are supposed to do, and hopefully will in the long term, and that's bring back manufacturing to the U.S. That needs to be done. I wish it didn't have to be with a measure of pain as far as price increases and shortages and everything that's being talked about. Of course, we've been all through the shortage thing, you know, back when the Great Sickness happened in 2020. And yeah, there was a time there when we were out of products for a while. Store shelves were bare. But more rapidly than I would have thought, they came back. Of course, I, like many of you may have, or not, stocked up. Probably went a little overboard on that. And I'm trying to not do that this time around, because we've seen the tariffs proclaimed, and then we've seen them paused. And then we've seen them put back on. And now again, we've seen them paused. So it's hard to know exactly what to do. And as much as I read, and I read a lot, you know, I look at the commodities markets, you know, that's everything from gold to rice to tomatoes to you name it. If they can trade it, they do. All types of food, minerals, precious metals, everything is traded on the commodity markets. And with all that said, you can keep track of it, what the prices are doing, whether they're going up, are they all going down, or what the markets are reflecting, or what's being written about, or are the articles, social media, and all of that just trying to clickbait you, draw you in, and you know, create drama and panic y'all. So I do spend a lot of time reading all through that, because I mean, I like to know my reality, what I should be see coming down the road, and if I can, and have the means to prepare for it all. So my question to all of y'all is, what's your thoughts? What are you stocking up on? Have you planned any purchases here in the near future? Especially large purchases because of the tariffs. And in my mind, you know, that might be a good thing. Most of us know the vast majority of our products that we buy in the United States, unfortunately, are from China. I mean, I can go through my house and probably 80% of everything I own is produced either in China or South Korea, to be honest. It's hard to avoid. I do look for American-made things, but they're hard to come by, especially things like durable goods. Cell phones is one. I don't think there's a cell phone even made in America anymore. I might be wrong, but I don't know of one. Microwave ovens, don't know of one. Toaster ovens, nope. Refrigerators, freezers, they all seem to me to come from either China or South Korea, which also has tariffs on it. Not as much as China. I think currently China's are at 145%. I did see an article saying they were increased to 245. See, it's hard for me to get my head all around this because things keep changing. It's hard to keep track from day to day. And then now, supposedly, they're all paused again. But on the days they're not paused, those tariffs are collected on those shipments of goods that are coming into our ports. So what are we going to see? Are we going to see prices rise, prices fall, prices rise, prices fall? Yeah, that's why I come on here, to get your thoughts about all of this. Because I know many of you keep track of it to some, extent as well. So, yeah, in the comments below the video, let me know what items you're, stocking up on, if any. I'm going to be honest with you, what I'm doing. I'm not changing a thing. No. That might be fool's play, and I might be sitting here telling you in the weeks or months to come, that was a bad decision on my part. But I really stocked up for the 2020 thing. And I'll be honest with you, I still have stuff in that house right now from 2020. And one thing that I still have is toilet paper. Yes, I do. It's hard to believe here, sitting here in April of 2025, I'm still using toilet paper from 2020. Yes, I am. And I will be for some time. But that's a good thing, because I've seen here in the last couple of days that people are starting to hoard toilet paper again. So I went and checked to see how much we relied on China or on anybody for toilet paper. I didn't think it was much, and I was right. According to where you look, anywhere from 85% to 99% of all toilet paper is manufactured in the U.S. Yeah. Yeah, it surely is. Do we import toilet paper from China? Yes, we do. Do we need to? No, we don't. No. We even import some toilet paper from Canada, even though 87% of their toilet paper comes from the U.S. I checked on that. Don't make no sense, does it? No. And then I've been hearing, okay, there's going to be a shortage on rice. Well, I checked into that. We produce enough rice in the U.S. where every one of us can have rice. Do we import some? Yes, we do. We import jasmine and basmati. Okay, jasmine comes from Thailand and basmati comes from India. And of course, what we produce here, all that you would ever want, is the long grain white and brown rice. So there's that. I mean, I normally buy a long grain anyway. It's the cheapest. It's rice. Rice is sort of a staple, a filler. Yeah, I don't need fancy rice from Thailand or India, or even China for that matter. I eat American grown rice. You'll see things like beef. Beef is going to be in shortage because of the tariffs. So I looked into that. 90% of all beef that we consume in America is grown and produced in the U.S. Our two biggest trading partners on beef are Argentina and Brazil. Now granted, they have tariffs on them too, of at least 10% now, currently, because I think the 10% tariffs, if I'm doing this all right, are still in effect on everybody. So we're going to see a price increase. That's a no-brainer. Whether we're going to see just the 10% or whatever's currently in play that day. But I think we'll actually also see price increases on stuff that's not even imported. Why? just because they can. And unfortunately, that's how corporate greed gets all factored into this. It's going to be interesting to see. And I'm going to be checking when I go to the grocery store. If I see prices go up a lot on a certain thing, I'm going to go home that evening and check and see if it was ever even imported into the U.S. and how much of it would be. I'm going to see if if all this plays out right, or if, like always, never let a good crisis go to waste. Somehow I'm thinking they're not going to let this one go to waste either. Oh, Spooky and Fluffy Muffin and Cleo are out playing in the yard. They're playing chase. Cleo's running. Fluffy Muffin, which thinks she's playing, is in the lead. Oh, they'll all work it out in time. But yeah, I'm not going to get all worried, start filling up the house with toilet paper, paper towels, paper plates, rice, beans, and all the other things, all these articles and social media people are saying may be affected by the yeah, they're all saying it now. And there's going to be empty shelves. There's going to be disruptions. And there already are. I read docking ships in the LA ports are starting to see a decrease in ships coming in from China. Oh, of course, there was a lot of articles there for a day or two about that they had stopped and turned around. I found that was not true. But there is a lower incoming level of ships coming in from the Far East. And you can see that on a ship tracker. But what you also see on the ship tracker is there's a lot of them still coming around. So we'll have some. Will we pay more for it? I'm sure we will. And we just, like always, we seniors, we old boomers who've been through everything, we adjust with the change. If avocados go up stupid, I've spent most of my life without avocados. I can spend the rest of it without avocados too. Maybe just get them on occasion when you really want to do a special brunch. Yeah, that's how we boomers move. Corn, wheat, we make more than enough of that to feed the nation. As far as produce goes, California produces, as far as salad greens and all that, 60% of what the country uses. And the remainder, large portion of that, and this is during the winter time when California's not growing, comes from Mexico. And also Canada, which I can't figure out, except apparently Canada grows a whole lot of produce and vegetables in greenhouses. Yes, they do. You've all seen the greenhouse tomatoes from Canada, along with many other things. So yeah, that's my strategy. I'm going to continue to use up what I have in the house, because it just needs being used up. Now, if I see a good deal on like canned goods, like always, I might grab a few cans. If I see a good deal on frozen vegetables, which I just did this week, let me tell you. You can go to Family Dollar, and they have their little frozen bags of vegetables. Like I think I got, no, the Bird's Eye. I got the steam fresh broccoli 10-ounce bag for $1.50. That ain't bad. I got the Bird's Eye, I think it was steam fresh corn, 10-ounce bag, $1.50. I got the Family Dollar brand, not something farms, California blend. It's got the carrots, the broccoli, the cauliflower, in it. That was 16-ounce bag for $1.25. Yep. Yep, it was. And then I got the stir-fry mix of red, green, orange peppers and onions. That was a 14-ounce bag for $1.25. Hey, I got all my veggies for an entire week. For all my meals that I want to do. For what? $5.50. You can't beat that. So yeah, when I see a real steal of a deal, I'm going to jump on it, pick up a few things. But I'm not going to go crazy. And it's sad to see whenever these things come up, the first thing we Americans do is start hoarding toilet paper. But here we are again. But other than, you know, show you Spooky and Fluffy Muffin and Cleo, and give you an update on Spooky. He's doing just fine. He's all cleared up. And currently out in front of me, him and Fluffy Muffin are playing tag. Life's good here in my neighborhood. And it will remain to be. We will adapt and we will change. You know, if we have to eat more beans, potatoes. In fact, I've got some potatoes and carrots and celery and a rather interesting meat, plus some seasonings and tomatoes, all on the counter right now. Getting ready to prep up for supper tonight. My Saturday supper. It doesn't take much work. And that's another thing. We'll always have our potatoes. We produce enough of them. Our carrots. Our celery. No one's going to starve if they don't want to. You're not going to get maybe what you want to on the day you want to. But just be flexible. And it'll be okay. In my mind. This is my opinion, looking at the whole situation out there. But let me know in the comments below what you're doing, what your thoughts are. And like always, until we see you on that next video and episode of Mr. Tom's Neighborhood, which I think will be a cooking video Sunday for all of you. Y'all take care. Stay safe out there, and may God bless you all. Would you bless those in your lives? Thank you for what you do for all of us here. We love you for it. Goodbye for now. Oh, yep. My yard panthers. Here's Spooky. Uh-oh. Right around this here, what used to be an old compost bin. Now it's sort of a trash catch-all. There's Spooky. And right around it, of course, Spooky thinks he's hiding. There's Fluffy Muffin. Fluffy! Come on, Fluffy. Hey, if y'all walk into the front porch with me, I'll give you some treats. What do you say, Spooky? You want some treats? You do? Oh, okay. Well, come on, Fluffy. What'd you do with Cleo? Yeah, you want some treats? Okay. Let's head her on in. These mosquitoes are eating me alive. Later, all.